YouTube. It's Kevin here. Hope you can hear me okay, see me okay. Um, I do a live stream every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I've had some comments. People wanted to learn how to play some of the things that I do. And I just thought I would do a quick little video here of some of the beginning guitar tips that I learned early on, and there's a lot of guitar teachers out there on YouTube, a ton of them, and I'm by far not one of the best guitarists in the world, but I do enjoy what I do, and I think these three tips that I'm going to give you today, if you're thinking of starting a guitar journey, will help you along that journey a long way. They will inspire, maybe. I don't know, but I know that they helped me in my guitar journey, which started in 1968. Yeah, I'm an old fart. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to share these tips with you, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. The first thing is I can't stress enough, and when I was teaching years and years and years ago, one thing that I always impressed upon new students is to please get an acoustic guitar. Get a decent acoustic guitar because not only do you not need any equipment to play an acoustic guitar except the pick and some place to sit or whatever, but it builds strength in your hand. It builds calluses, and I don't know if you can see my calluses or not, but they're pretty thick. Primarily now I play mostly electric guitar because I'm a lead guitar player. I'm an improvisationalist, and I write melodies on the guitar. I can't really sing that well, but I can sing pretty well through a guitar. And that has been my journey over the past several years, is learning how to create melodies on the guitar. But I could not have done that if I had not built up the strength in my hand and built up my calluses. If I take time off, the first guitar I pick up when I come back, even if it's after only a couple of days, I'll pick up my Taylor 614 right here, and I'll play this for a couple hours just to kind of get the hand strength back, so that I can play the electric a lot better, and well, not better, I guess, but more confidently, I guess is the way to put it. Because when your hand is strong, um, it makes it easier to maintain long rhythm sections or extended lead lines, especially some of the faster rock tunes that I do. Um, I'm playing as fast as my 62-year-old fingers can move for as long as I can get them to move. But yeah, get a good acoustic guitar. Learn on that. You can take it with you everywhere. You don't need an amplifier. You don't need pedals. You just need the guitar. And that is one of the most important things, is keeping the guitar in your hands. A lot of people stress practice, 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 and they post practice routines. Practice routines are one thing, but just playing it, having fun with it, making music. That's what this thing is all about. It's making music. I mean, that G chord right there is just the beginning of so many songs. Then, of course, you got the D chord. And the D chord is one of the hardest chords that I ever learned to play. Okay? And I'm saying this because then you go to the C chord, and that kind of almost brings you back home to that G chord. Now, I've run across a lot of students over the years that um, didn't really understand how to tune their guitar. They've got books, and they've got a lot of these. Well, I don't even know where it went now. Here it is. This is a Snark tuner. It's a headstock tuner, and it just clips onto the headstock of the guitar. It works off of vibration. It's a great device, and you will be able to keep your guitar in tune. But a lot of guitar players, and I saw a guitar player last week tuning kind of incorrectly. Um, a great tip to make sure that your guitar stays in tune is to always tune up to the pitch. If this is an E, an open E right here, I'm going to put the guitar tuner on the guitar. I usually don't leave it on there. You won't be able to see it. But if this E goes out of tune, that's not an E. I don't know what that is. But it's not actually, the tuner's telling me it's a D sharp. So I'm going to tune this up to that E. If I go over that E, that's a perfect E right there. Now I've gone too far. If I tune back to that E, chances are it's not going to stay in tune once I start beating on the guitar and playing chords. So you'll want to go back beyond, below that E, and always tune up to pitch. It maintains tension on the string and on the tuning post. Now that's a perfect E right there. So always tune up to pitch. Get a good tuner. Learn how to tune the guitar. It helps with your ear development as well, being able to tune the guitar. And of course, there are other ways to tune it. That's an E right there on the fifth string, 7th fret. That's a D or an A on the 4th string. That's a D on the 3rd string, or you can do this root. That's an A. That's the D. That's the G. I didn't have this in my notes, but also learning the notes on the neck, learning all the notes on the fretboard is such an important thing once you get beyond the beginner stage, because then you can make chords all over the neck. And there'll be another video coming in about how we make chords and about what chords are and how they're created. And speaking of chords, there are 3 chords that you really, really, really need to learn right off the bat. These 3 chords are probably make up, I don't even know what the percentage would be, but there are thousands of songs that are written off these 3 chords. And the 3 chords are G major, C major, and D major. Learn those 3 chords and you will be able to play thousands of songs. These 3 chords are used in multiple combinations. You can start with the D. Or you can start with the G. The beauty of knowing these 3 chords and knowing them well, knowing how to change from one chord to the other, practicing that transition from the G chord to the D chord so that you can do it quickly and seamlessly is so important. But those 3 chords, G, C, and D, G major, C major, and D major are three of the most important chords that you can learn when you're learning how to play the guitar, learning how to transition from one chord to the next. And I'll do a video on how I learned that transition sometime later on. But for right now, this video is over. I appreciate everybody watching. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification icon, click all so that you'll get notified of all my new videos that are coming out. I'm going to do a series on beginning guitar as well as my live stream, which is right here on Guitar Stories every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope to see you there. Good luck in your guitar journey. It's a journey that I don't ever want mine to end because I learn something new every day when I pick up the instrument. Anyway, take care, stay safe, healthy, and happy, and I'll see you in the next video.